Wigan 6 of their last 9 at home. Similar kind of story for Hull as well. 6 of their last 9 on home soil. It is Wigan against Hull, live in the Super League. Liam Moore, our referee, in the middle. Aaron Moore, our video referee, should he be needed this afternoon. Pitch looks perfect, conditions perfect. Let's see what some Saturday afternoon Super League brings us here today.
It's going to need something special from the black and whites, because Wigan have only lost once here, and that was 1-0 back in round 1.
Yeah, 1-0 defeat. What we've seen, Lee, in the last 3 weeks, Carl, they've beaten Wigan, they've beaten Hull Kingston Rovers, and they've beaten St Helens. They are the form team at the moment, but here come Hull. How do they go about it? They are a couple of troops down Hull. Let's make no bones about it. They've got some youngsters involved. It's going to be tough for them today. Yeah,
it is as well, but look, there's some absentees missing out there for the champions as well. And I think that when Hull FC are direct and they use the strengths through SAS, Liam Knight and Jake Cartwright, and a couple of scratchy performances, mind you, since he's come back, and you'll be looking for a big game out on that right edge.
Here is Knight, gets it away to Caesar, short pass, but December all over that. Wigan going hunting. As the tackle is made on Fash, here goes Knight again. No nonsense front rower, but he's tackled 35 off his own line, and Wigan looking to put pressure on Caesar, who takes a step, arrows a kick towards Jay Field. He'll collect it on the bounce, and he starts 30 off his own line. There's a little bit of moisture on the field. We did have a little bit of rain here earlier on, but other than that, the conditions are immaculate.
Yeah, it's very humid. As Christian Wade gets his first touch in his second appearance, try scorer last week, and how he'll be looking to build on that in the cherry and white shirt. Liam Marshall now.
Marshall towards the halfway line. He too missed last week, but he's back now. Here's Havard, drives forward. Brad O'Neill waits at dummy half. Gets it away now into the hands of Dupree. A rare start for Tyler Dupree. More often than not, he's been used off the bench, but starts today. Last one for Wigan. Harry Smith will send it high. A tester for the former Warrior, Zach Hardacre. Oh, he's dropped it. It's play on. Here's Wardle. Danger here for Hull FC. That's going to be another set. So Hardacre comes up with an error on the first kick, and now they're firing it wide. Here's Kieran, moves it wide to Eckersley. Eckersley's going for it, and Eckersley slams it down. But I don't think he's grounded. I think he's lost it. He's lost it. And the referee not even going to send this one upstairs. So Eckersley thought he'd opened the scoring, and he drops it over the line.
Well, he did everything so well, Zach Eckersley, but just can't do the final part and loses the ball. And what should have been a try has now ended up with the black and whites just trying to clear their own end through Brad Frash, who's drove back to the 30-metre line. A kick from Harry Smith in the chase forced Zach Hardacre into making the mistake. Yeah, just see. Just got to put it down. Strange one.
Yeah. Wouldn't have minded another look at that.
Yeah, me too, and I've just seen that back there.
Yeah, there's no complaints on from Wigan, and I guess they could have challenged it. Good tackle there on the near side on Rappenar. He's tackled on the halfway line. Gets it away now to Charles. What a week it's been for him. Linked with a move to Hull Kingston Rovers, but here he is back in the starting lineup. Sub last week in the win over Wakefield, played well as well. Here now, jumping out of dummy half, is Kate Cust. 40 appearances for the Cherry and Whites in his time here. Here now is Caesar, sends it high, and he's going to ask Wade to collect it. Wade underneath it, Barron batted it forward. That will be play on. Picked up here, and a little kick there from Smith, and Fields dancing his way forward. Now he's still going, Jay Field. Wow, what about that? Thought about the big dummy. Holds onto it in the end, but Smith, presence of mind. Look, they went for Wade, but Wigan were pretty clever there. They got a wall of bodies around him, and Barron couldn't take it in.
Yeah, well, Barron beats him aerially. But then Jay Field, black and whites have to be better on defence. As soon as he gets that ball in his hand, it's red alert. He's able to race away 25 metres in the blink of an eye. Liam Marshall wins a penalty.
He's a master.
He's brilliant.
An absolute master at winning the ruck, Liam Marshall. Look, on the other side, Christian Wade, he's got to expect plenty of high kicks. He's played one and a bit games of Super League. They're going to go that way. They're going to ask the question.
Oh, without doubt, you know, and you can see the sheer size in Harvey Barron compared to Wade as well. So I expect to see that kick come more and more. But Liam Marshall, just that extra effort. He wins the collision, fights for the play of the ball, gets a penalty. And the Warriors now look to move this ball out to the left-hand side through Dupree.
Here is Dupree making meters, 32 out from the line. Wanted a quicker play of the ball there, or they were appealing for something, Wigan. Here's Havard.
Penalties are going to get a penalty here.
Yeah, we're going to get another one. Wigan.
This discipline is Cartwright. Just makes a pull for that ball on Havard. Back-to-back penalties.
Cartwright.
What's he doing?
Well, interestingly, I mean, this is a straightforward kick for Adam Kieran, but they're going to opt to run it here. They're not interested in the penalty. They're going for points here. We were talking earlier on, Carl, you know, Wigan need a bit of a statement performance, don't they, this weekend? Not been at it in recent weeks, but they still keep digging out the wins. Here's Wade, he's got pace, has to cut back in. Ooh, a swing there from Rapinoe. And Wade ducked underneath it just for a second. You thought he was going in at the corner. Here's Smith, finds Brad O'Neill. O'Neill now finds Kieran. They race out. That's a good defensive effort from Caesar. Does that so well so often for Hull. Sees the danger and cuts it down. Ball now here with O'Neill. Finds the fullback, ball wide to Marshall. Marshall cuts back in, spins, goes again. Wigan dominating the early chances. Had one already chalked off. Eckersley didn't ground it over the line. Here's Ellis, his 100th Wigan appearance. Brought down, 10 out. Ball now here to Havard. Gets it away to Smith. Goes down to field. Ball over the top for Wade. Wade's just going to pin his ears back and go for the corner. And he's not going to get in. Rapinoe will wrap him up. Much to the delight of the big Hull faithful behind those posts.
Yeah, good cover defence from the right edge. Wade's left unmarked. As soon as he steps back into the field, there's a number of black shirts there to stop him. But Wigan look in the mood for this one, Mark. The way they're moving the ball looks threatening every time.
Yeah, it does. It is a big start from Wigan.
Good pictures there. 5-6 shirts, all working hard underneath the ball. They're going to need that effort for the full 80 minutes.
I was with John Wilkin last night at Headingley, and John was keen to point out Leeds' first half about being patient, being dominant, making your opponent work hard. It might not get you the rewards there and then, but you'll get them later on if you're prepared to do the hard bit first.
Yeah, it was something that we spoke about during my time playing at St Helens when we had success. We were happy to take teams all the way down to the 79th minute if need be. But you've got to be really disciplined though, both with and without the ball, and it's almost you've got to create that momentum, that muscle memory over and over again to do that. That's what championship teams do.
Here is Wade, gets it for Marshall to the 30.
Back up now, Wigan.
O'Neill waits. Gets the ball away. Eckersley. We ruined the fact he didn't get that ball down, having done all the hard work to get to the line. He then spilled it over the line. Here's Smith, short pass to Farrell, almost through there. Charles in the end with help from Rapinoe. Bring him down, set restart. Hands in at the ruck, and here goes Havard again. Look, Hull cannot keep giving away penalties and expect to come out of here with any kind of result. They're going to have to work overtime here. Ball now finds Field. Field to Farrell, wanted to offload it quickly, had the overlap, but not the time to get the pass away. Smith again, forays forward. He's brought down. Eden got enough of him. O'Neill. Back now to Field they go. They've seen something on this short side, but wrapped up by Cartwright. Wigan just lost the way a little bit those last couple of tackles. Not really done a great deal there. Now they're going through the hands. Now the ball fired. December, I'm not sure it was meant for him, and just a little bit clunky early on.
Yeah, just in that set. Harry Smith just throws a bullet of a ball to Junior and Sember. And I think that pass is on for him, Mark. And he just perhaps needed to be a little bit softer. But you're right to reference the black and white. 3 penalties given away, and Zach Eckersley bombs a try. It's not the ideal start.
No, not at all. Can Hull fight back? To be fair, they've been asked a few questions early on, and they're still level. Nearly 10 gone here. Caesar will feed the scrum. Wigan have gone offside there.
Yeah, Wardle.
The scrum, but Wardle didn't affect the tackle, so they are allowed to play on. Cartwright will carry up to the 30. They're trying to get around him, and well, they're masters, Wigan, at getting people over the sideline, but they couldn't get Cartwright there. He was just feeling a bit of a tweak. Ball from Knight finds Caesar. Caesar gets it to Litton, but Eckersley's across and leaps on the back of his young opponent. And the tackle made. Here now is Caesar. Turns it back to Eze. He's going to be crucial, you feel, if Hull are going to get a result here. He's going to be at the heart of it. Ball now with Caesar again. Bodies in motion. Here's Hardacre. Hardacre through. Gets the ball away. Litton ankle tapped. Maybe a try-saving tackle there from Wigan. This is the last one. Caesar going to float the kick across to Wade. Wade coming for it. Oh, an unusual catch, but a good one nevertheless. That may be learned in his NFL days, that one.
Well, that was worth the entrance fee alone. That was a great catch from Christian Wade. A wonderful play from the black and whites on that left edge through Hardacre. The ankle tap just saves them.
It did. They were through. And just a sign from Hull FC. Look, they were really poor for 40 minutes last week against Wakefield. Managed to turn it around. They dug out a win. And what we do know about John Cartwright's side, they will stick with you. They will go with you.
Yeah.
They have got strike. We know that. Wigan know that. He knocked them out of the Challenge Cup earlier in the campaign. Smith side up a 40-20. He's got the distance. He needs a bounce. He needs a bounce. Oh, it just goes too far. Almost too good a kick.
Yeah, well, he kicks the ball more than anybody else in the competition, and you can't allow him as much time as he wants to put it where he wants it to go. And on that occasion there, it just runs. Oh, little wobble there from Martin.
Slow play of the ball. There's a 7 tackle set. Martin, I think, has just got a bang. He's not happy here, Martin. Physio's with him now.
He just had a little juggle before contact.
Yeah, here's Brad Fash. Knocked off his feet by Kieran and Masemba. I think they've lined him up, haven't they? They've hit him hard a couple of times already. Still Lewis Martin is getting treatment in backfield. This is a problem for Hull. Here now is Knight. Knight straight through the ruck. Too easy. Had support with him, but never looked for it. Could have got a set restart, didn't. Here's Cuss, finds Caesar. Caesar gets it away, Rappenar. He's tackled by Wardle. Well, just signs it was all Wigan early on, and Hull now are just getting a bit of territory themselves. Last one, Caesar. They're coming back to Wade. They feel there's some joy here. Fields is with their Wade. Ball's gone backwards. It's play on. This is play on for Aiden. Can he get the pass away? He can't. And the referee will say that's a set restart. Or will he? Stopping play here. I think he's going to say there is a knock on here.
No, he juggles the ball, mate. That's what causes it. No, not in my opinion.
Well,
it's going to be Hull FC's ball on tackle one, but there's a doctor on the far side of the field treating Eckersley, I think it is.
It is.
And that's why Liam Moore's put his whistle to mouth and stopped the play. But you're right. The black and whites, they had to ride a bit there, didn't they, for 10 minutes? And they challenged them on the left edge through Hardacre. Liam Knight just opens them up through the middle of the field too easy. And the error from Wade.
Well, Eckersley's done here, I think. He's coming off. There's the knock on. Zach Eckersley is making his way off the field. Now, this is a problem. This is a problem for the Warriors. They've got no back on the bench. They're going to have to reshuffle here. And Eckersley, who dropped the ball over the line. He's now leaving the field injured 13 minutes in, so a pretty miserable afternoon all in all for him. Eckersley, young star, 21 years of age, got a new long-term contract, but he's having to make way. So it looks like Farrell's going into the centre over on the far side.
Game 400, flips from the left side back row out to the right centre. What a player he is.
Well, I'm sure Davey Litton and Lewis Martin will have spotted that, and they'll be fancying having a go at the veteran. Work for Matty Peake to do. Here is Cartwright. So Hull looking to open the scoring here. They've had to weather a bit of trouble early on, but they're right where they want to be now. Cust. Oh, not the best pass. Bounces kindly though for Caesar. This may open up here. Martin with a touch. A couple of errant passes, but Hull don't really suffer too much. They'll play the ball 15 out. Fash runs it forward. He's turned away. Wigan's turned to defend their own line. Here now is Cust. SA on the charge. Was that high? It looked high. No, it wasn't. They've got numbers either side of the ruck. Are they coming to this right? They are with Caesar. He's going to float the kick. They've got Barron up against Wade. Oh, they've bumped Wade. They've bumped him off it. Wade lost it. And Cartwright's going to score. Cartwright will score. And Hull FC have spotted a weakness here with Wade on the edge. And they are picking at it and picking at it. And they have their just rewards. Cartwright over. Hull lead 4-0.
Yeah, well, the black and white showed that that's what their game card was. The chip over into the corner and trying to just land it on Christian Wade's head, making it a competition between him and Barron. And it comes up trumps for John Cartwright's men. Caesar just lifts that ball over to the right edge. It's batted back. And then Cartwright collects a score, and an important one as well. 4-0.
Well, they've lost an outside back on the far side. And Wade has just spilt the last two kicks. It's going to be a long afternoon for him and Wigan. If he's not going to come up with some catches. I mean, they've got the height advantage. You would argue Wardle maybe not Barron out of the way anyway, but yeah, it's a problem now, isn't it, this for Wigan already?
Well, it is, because that's, you know, they're just going to come time after time down there. And obviously with Liam Farrell going to the right edge, you know, perhaps his legs to double defend, so there's a bit of a joy down that side as well if they can execute. But it's Cartwright who scores. And Hull are leading this game by 4 points to 0.
Yeah, baptism of fire. And the man who's been called up for a British and Irish Lions toys. Chance his arm in the NFL. Now he's in the Super League. Here's Jack Charles then. Looking to add the extras. 9 in from touch. This for a 6-point lead. And that kick is good. No mistake at all. Hull lead by 6. Well, we go back to that missed chance from Eckersley. Has that set the tone here for Wigan? Because Hull have really fired back in this game.
Well, they started brightly, did the champions, and you're right. Eckersley comes up with a play that perhaps would have set the tone for the game, but that's credit to them. They've rolled everything and grown into this game in the last 5 minutes, and have finished it off there with a try.
Jed Cartwright back amongst the tries. High restart. Gathered on the line by Martin, who looks to have shaken off the problem he had. Herman SASA, who... So he's got a big rip down the front of his shirt. He has. Might need a new one shortly. Here's Yusuf Aiden. Former Wakefield man.
Release!
Oh, they just want a good set on the back of points here. They'll just want to get to a kick, get the kick away. Burn into the action for the home side. Here's Knight. Drives it and offloads. Good offload as well. Oh, he called hell. That was unfortunate. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, I think both the two front rowers. Oh, here comes SASA again. Started the game well.
Liam Knight has made a few errors in recent weeks, but I tell you what, he's a tough forward, isn't he? He takes his carries with intent.
There's the stats for the offload there. SASA Just one away from leading that department in season 2025.
I dare say by the end of today he might well be at the top of that pile. Here is Wade, wrapped up. It is such a big attribute. If you can, and the thing is with SAS this year, Carl, it's been predominantly been high quality offloads as well. It's not the risky just chucking it on the ground kind of thing.
No, definitely not. And the whole play off the back of that, so often just rolling down and goes for a big shot there, but misses. Decent carry.
It was good carry. Here is Smith. Smith dummies, gets it away to Field. Field pops it up with quick hands. Here's Wade. Now he pins his ears back. Now we see him going the other way. But Hardaker's a tough cookie. And Hardaker brings him down 8 out last one. Wade backed himself. But Hardaker was a match. Here now is Smith. If they go wide, have they got the numbers? Here's Kieran, fires it wide to Marshall. They'll slide across. It needs to come back in field. Marshall goes to ground. Hull's defence survive and maybe didn't quite need to go so many missed out passes there.
Yeah, but it was beautiful hands for Wade's break down this left edge, and then Zach Hardaker comes up with a special one-on-one tackle. And then when they move the ball, the left edge of the black and whites, who just get there again. The scramble has been top-notch. See Wade racing away there, and Hardaker just patiently makes that one-on-one.
Such a good tackler, isn't he, in that environment, Zach Hardaker.
He's a competitor.
He is. Wade got the pace, but he just couldn't quite get round the former Wigan man. Rappenar up to the 40. Hull will be pretty happy with this. Can they add to their lead? SASA wrapped up on halfway. Custin at dummy half. Gets it away now to Caesar. Advances forward. Hammers a kick down towards the touchline. It skips past and it'll find touch. 5 out. Great set from Hull FC.
It's a neat kick there from Aidan Caesar. Just getting through that set after being stretched last time defensively. Just rolls that ball straight over the sideline.
Marshall tackle. Nearly half the first half has gone, and it's Hull who lead by that solitary Cartwright try.
Jordan, Hull now.
Hull happy to do the defensive side of the game. It's O'Neill. Oh, it's a poor pass. Well, poor pass, poor catch. Ellis spills. Well, Wigan have been stuck in a bit of a rut of late, and there's no signs at the minute that that rut is coming to an end.
Well, they're wobbly at the moment. The pass from O'Neill was dipping. It almost looks like Cade Ellis is looking to move this ball on before he's even caught it. Cade Cust in his eye line. They spill the ball 30 metres out. And you can bet if Hull FC get to the end of the set, they're going to put another kick on Wade's head here.
Yeah, guaranteed. Absolutely guaranteed. Well, Hull, a win lifts them into the top 6. This is what we've got coming up next week. It's a shortened round next week. Wakefield Leeds kicks us off Thursday night. Wigan Catalans, and it's Hull Huddersfield on Saturday. And then the week after, the other 6 teams in action. Salford Hull KR Lee against Warrington. And also St Helens against Castleford. Here goes Knight again, busting tackles again.
He's been solid.
Ball now here to Charles. Gets it to Caesar. Caesar short to Rappenar. Rappenar with the footwork takes him away from Wardle. Not many do that. Tackle made. Cartwright in at dummy half. Ball now to Charles. Gets it away, SASA. Byrne had a head start on him, but still didn't get him to ground. SASA pounding his way forward. Look at that, he's got 8 metres there with 2 on him. Got a couple left here. They're coming back to this near side. Caesar rolls it in. Smith's alert. Smith just got a hand on it and knocks it dead.
Well, this time he tries to thread the needle. Caesar. Maybe the Wigan, trying to catch the Wigan edge, just thinking that another lofting kick's coming. Harry Smith there just to bat the ball away.
Nearly missed it, but not quite. Smith Now take every second he can here as he looks to get the ball as far away from the Wigan line as he can.
10 seconds.
Shot clock still got 10 seconds. He's going to take every single second he can, and you can't blame him for that. It's quite a warm day here. Hardacre just gets misjudged the bounce. He's just a fade in, but Wigan will take that. First tackle 40 out from the line after the goal line restart. Ball now here with Hardacre. Up the middle he goes. Hull looking to extend their lead, and at the moment you wouldn't rule it out. Here's Caesar, goes straight through, gets it away. Cartwright's in for a double. Too easy, far too easy for Hull FC, and Cartwright's over again. Hull lead by 10.
What a score that was as well. Aidan Caesar just tears a hole into this left edge, and his big back row is there to follow up. He gets 2 tries in the space of a couple of minutes and completely flips the game on its head. Charles to Caesar, gets in between Smith and Havard, and then just a beautiful little offload there. I mentioned before, the champions are wobbling. They really, really are now.
They're in trouble, aren't they?
They are.
Wigan here. They're in trouble.
They need to flip a switch, and quick, because this is just too easy. It really is. The space is enormous there between Havard and Smith. Cartwright in support.
Here, let's see. Wigan fans know as well. A double for him. Can Jack Charles double up with his kick? It's a virtually identical kick to the one he had before. But I've not seen Wigan sliced open defensively 2 or 3 times now already. Not seen that in many, many years.
We've seen it through every third of the field, haven't we? It was Zach Hardacre earlier on down the left edge, Liam Knight through the middle, and then Caesar down this right-hand side.
Here is Charles. Going to keep that run going. Mentioned it's been an interesting week, hasn't it, for Jack Charles? That talk of a move to Hull Kingston Rovers. This then for a 12-point lead and a pretty much perfect start. And it all came, remember, after Zach Eckersley over the line, dropped the ball over the line. Here's the kick, same result. Same try, same kick, 12 points to 0.
Yeah, wonderfully converted there through Charles. And 10-0 down, or 12-0 down, sorry, after 25 minutes. And those fans are in dreamland at the moment. All smiles up in the box there.
Well, Wigan won the 2 Super League games in Hull convincingly. Hull FC came here, caused a big upset, winning in the Cup. And the way it's going, they're going to cause a big upset and win here in the Super League. Wigan have got to change their ideas. Created that really good chance for Eckersley. No excuses that he didn't score. Wigan, this is a fixture they've dominated in the Super League era. But today, it's Hull who are on top.
Well, heading into this one, Mark, we were perhaps speaking that if Wigan could win, it would put pressure on that top spot. Well, now the Lee Leopards will be ones who are getting excited about maybe nudging them out the way and finishing second.
And Leeds as well in that hunt for the top 2. It's all closing up, isn't it? High kick, Wade underneath it. Catches it at the second attempt. Looked comfortable under it, and then he didn't look so comfortable under it.
Move! Give me a step, kid. Give me a step, please. Hold!
Here is Wardle.
Move!
Wigan.
Oh, Brad, hold!
So they've got to score next, but maybe pretty strained the atmosphere here.
Well, if it ends up 18-0 down at home, then there will be a an awkward atmosphere, to say the least, here as Patrick Mago sent out there to try and get some ruck speed for the home team.
Here now is O'Neill. O'Neill trying to pinch some meters. There's maybe a poke in the eye for a Hull player there. I think it's Cust who's got a bang in the face here. Oh, Smith, did he drop it? No, he didn't. They'll play on. They'll play on. Hardacre under it will catch it. He'll get it 10 off his own line.
Surrender!
And Hull get the ball back. At least Wigan got to the end of the set this time.
With a little juggle there from Smith just means that Hardacre can collect that ball easy. It's good escort defence from his right edge. Here comes Lewis Martin, just trying to get over the 20-metre line, away from his own end. Brad Fash. Good offload. Here's Rapana.
Yeah, here is Rapana. Gets past Mago. Trying to get past Farrell. Looks to get it to Litton. Litton gets it wide to Martin. Pins his ears back, but Marshall gets back to him. Gets enough of him. That was a must-make tackle. You said they might fancy that edge. Hull are right up for this one. And Wigan are in a world of trouble right now. Here comes the kick to Wade. Floated high, Wade underneath it. Needs to catch it. Never look like catching it. Matty Pete has got a big decision to make here. The problem is he's already lost one outside back, but they cannot carry on like this. It's as good as giving Hull FC another set of 6.
Well, it is, and the mood that they're in. They might be facing some more points, or staring down the barrel of more points coming. It's Christie and Wade there. But there's two parts to this, Mark. The first of all, you can't give Aidan Caesar that much time to kick that ball. You have to chase it. Cartwright gets in his eye line.
He's got to catch that.
And it's a simple, I was just going to say, it was a simple drop from a winger. He's got to catch it.
You can understand in a contest in the air where Barron's got the advantage of him, but that's straight to him and it's gone straight through his hands.
Yeah.
And as you said, they are just going to keep going and going and going.
Well, I think he's probably one more mistake away.
Well, Hull might be adding to those 15 wins here in the Super League. But the problem is, how do they change? Because they've already lost Eckersley. They're already reshuffled in the backs as it is.
And you're looking at what's on the bench as well, like you mentioned, stacked with middles.
Hit the goal line, boys. Don't
I wonder if Hull do score here, if we might see a change. Hull have split either side of the ruck. Jack Charles will feed the scrum. Into the back it goes. They're coming with Cust to Hardacre. Smith peels off the scrum and they'll get their man. They need something here, Wigan, be it a big defensive stop or something. They need to get back in this contest. Set restarts, so 6 more from here. Here's Ashworth. Ashworth trying to power his way to the line. He's going to be stopped. 5 out from the try line.
Keep the line. Hold.
Cust finds Caesar. Caesar digs into the line. Little tap pass, juggled by Martin, but takes it in. And Martin gets to the ground, 10 out. 10 to go to the break. But a big set here for the black and whites. Knight finds Caesar. Caesar finds Cartwright. Gets it away. Rapana. Rapana tries to get round Wardle, makes his tackle. Side to side, coast to coast for Hull FC. Charles to Knight. Knight runs into contact, but this time Byrne gets enough of him to stop him.
Release him for J-line.
They're coming this side again. Here's Caesar. Runs a kick. Caught by Smith. Can Smith, he had Field on his shoulder, he's run away from him. He's still going now, Harry Smith. He's saying, somebody take it off me, please. Gets up to the 35. We said they needed something. They got something there, and had they got the pass away to Field, they may well have got a try.
They're still out of the woods here. The Hull FC. Here Marshall, Cruz leaving now. He'll look to have a run. 3 plays gone, and they've made 60 metres there, Mark.
Yeah. And the tackle made 40 out. Is that the moment it turns around for Wigan? Here now is Havard, runs it forward. Rapana brings him to the ground. Bit of a juggle from Byrne, dumps it on the ground, gone backwards, that's play on. Here's Field. Field looking to get past one. Field missed that pass for Wade. He couldn't take it in. That wasn't the best pass either.
Almost looked like a panic ball there from Field. I saw that Wade just had space in front of him, but can't quite execute the pass. He sees his kick there collected by Smith.
Something's happened here. The referee's just coming up, whether it's a communication issue. I think there is a problem with Liam Moore's microphone or his battery pack. But again, it was a panic set, wasn't it, from Wigan? It's not the structure that we're used to seeing.
Oh, the offload as well before that from Byrne almost looked like it hit the floor. It wasn't a measured offload. You mentioned about SASA and so often his offloads are measured. It looked a bit scruffy, but it bounced favourably for them. And then the next player, they just throw the ball over the sideline. And Hull FC will just drink it all in.
Time is the friend. Look at that. Offloads. Wigan first in the comp. Meters going from offloads. Not today, they're not. Hull FC down in 10. I'm surprised by that stat, actually.
Me too.
Move! Good square, hold!
Hull. Well, if they can get there's a long way to go yet. But if they do snag a win here, that knocks Wakefield back out of the 6 after their great win last night.
Penalty given away. Cruz Lehman just messing around. But you'd be a fool to think with 50 minutes to go, 12 points is enough against the side with quality at Wigan. Yes, they may not be firing all cylinders so far, but they don't need too many opportunities to post points.
Well, it's that nerve factor now, isn't it? Every time Wigan get inside their own 20, they've got a problem, haven't they?
Sure have.
Okay, David.
They survived last time, courtesy of that Smith catch off the Caesar kick.
Just on the balance of play, Mark.
Release him now.
You would put your money on the FC are going to go in again before half-time.
Well, it looks that way, but who knows? Maybe Wigan might poach one. 7 to go to the break, but it's still going to get first crack. Is there a knock on there? Byrne was asking the question. No, Charles gets it away to Caesar. Caesar taking on the line. He's
busy.
Happy to run the ball, isn't he, Caesar, at the minute? Here now is Rapiner. Gets it away to Hardacre. 15 out. Penny for Christian Wade's thoughts at the minute. Here's Yusuf Aiden. Runs at Nasemba. Last one then. Well, Caesar's gone the other way. They might be going the other way. They are. Short to Caesar's going to score straight through. Wow! Aiden Caesar takes on the line and he breaks through. And Hull FC lead by 16 points to 0.
Well, I called it. It was them that looked like that they were going to score next. But I didn't think it would be through a play like that. Aiden Caesar just carrying it hard and direct like a front rower, straight through. They've been busy all afternoon, sorry. Moving the ball well, kicking it, taking the line on. With this here, Kate Coast. A beautiful soft short ball. But I'll tell you something, that defence from a champion side is awful. It really is. That's far too easy. Jay Field has to make that tackle. Mago has to work a little bit from marker 2, but it's far too easy.
This has been a phenomenal Hull FC performance. They were under the pump maybe 5-10 minutes start of the game. They weathered that storm and they have come back and punished Wigan time and time again.
Oh, look, the amount of penalties that they've given away in that opening sort of 6-7 minutes. I was worried for them. But you're right, they rolled that 10-minute wave and then they've dominated this game since. And Aiden Caesar, and he's orchestrated everything positive. How about John Cartwright's men's performance? And this kick from Charles, you would imagine, will take it to 18. It's an almighty hill to climb for Wigan Warriors.
Certainly is. Charles has nailed 2 from the sideline. This right in front of the left upright. And he strikes it through, and it is 18 points to nil. Matt Peat is going to have some serious words with his side, you would feel, at half-time. The problem is, Kyle, they've got to get to half-time without being further adrift, and you wouldn't rule it out at the minute.
Well, you wouldn't rule it out, no. I imagine that the scoreline will stay like this, and then there's an almighty team talk coming from Pete at half-time. Because they've just been opened up, Mark, all over the field in the opening 35 minutes. Been scratchy from them.
Well, they came from behind last week to beat Huddersfield. Well, this is going to take a momentous turnaround. They were behind, didn't score in the first half last week, 13 points second half. But without being rude, Hull are a bit of a different proposition to Huddersfield at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're going to have a bigger advantage as well. What is it? Are they tired? What's happening here? This is the most un-Wigan-like performance I've seen for 2-3 seasons, yeah, maybe more.
They look lethargic, Mark. They look slow, particularly in the middle of the field. And here's Hardacre. He's just toying with them now. Still going.
Ball now, Rapana gets it away to Knight, who's been outstanding in this first half. He's wrapped up. Wade drops back. Caesar eyes up where he is and says, here, have a look at this one. Now he's got time here, Wade, and this time he does catch it, and Cartwright catches him, but that's not a problem. If he'd have done that every time, would have been a different outcome at the moment.
It'd have been 2 tries less. Make no mistake about it. Wade's been tested.
Here's Marshall.
Move! Back now, back Hull! Eden!
Here now is Leeming, gets it away to Kieran, nobody with him, gets it away in December.
Move! Back Jack, please, hold!
Leeming finds Ellis, gets it away here now. Field gets it away to Wardle. Good read from Barron. Yeah, good connection from Barron. Look at the black shirts come rushing in to help him out. Nothing working. Oh, they've gone short side with Smith, who'll just kick the ball down. He'd like this to bounce away from Hardacre. It bounces straight to him. And Hardacre's thinking about launching a counter. He'll take the tackle. And they're going to get another crack here, Hull, to extend this lead at the break. I don't think even the Hull fans can quite believe in the ground. They're pretty quiet at 18-0 up. I think even they're not surprised, the wrong word, but stunned maybe by what's happened here. How easy it's been for this Hull side.
Yeah.
Oh, a juggle there from Cartwright. Byrne tried to knock it out, nearly did, but Cartwright held on. Couple of tries for Cartwright. He felt that as well. Here's Charles, finds Caesar. They're in motion here. They're looking to get to that edge. Here's David Litton. Litton gets it away to Martin. Martin against Field. Field gets just enough of him. And the ball has not gone out yet. It's shoveled back. It's play on. Caesar got bodies around him. Here's a Big Herman. Big Herman going for the line. He wanted another go. He maybe could have got over. It might have been a double movement. It's the last one. Well, Christian Wade's defending right underneath the post. There he is. Oh, he's kicked it. That's going to be another set of 6, surely. In fact, they've come back for a penalty here. Wigan offside. Wow, Wigan are on the ropes here. They're frazzled, absolutely frazzled.
You think it would be the champions that were fighting for a playoff place. 39 minutes gone, and they've been ordinary. FC have been brilliant. Well, you could see everyone to the left-hand side of the referee is not on the line. That's why the penalty's given away, and Wade's just got to drop on that. 20 points to 0 down.
Well, there will be when this kick is taken. Charles will get the opportunity.
Just keep your eyes on Liam Farrell here. He just gets stood up there. I mentioned about a veteran of 400 games and that centre-winger combination. There might be a bit of joy around there, but they keep the ball moving, and Big Herman almost stretches over for his 8th try. And then the penalty's given away.
Jack Charles will get a shot here, last kick of the half to level things up. There is Eze. He's got himself a new shirt on. And Aidan Caesar, who's been at the heart of everything that Hull FC have produced today. This has been a really good 40 minutes from Hull FC. We can pick apart the Wigan performance all we want, but Hull have been outstanding here, make no bones about that. There's now the kick being lined up. And this, for in effect, a 4-score lead.
I can't recall the last time Wigan would have to come back from a 20-point deficit at home.
Well, let's see if he kicks this. He's kicked 3 out of 3, Charles. Kick floated towards the post, goes through the post, and Hull FC lead here by 20 points to 0. What a half it has been. Charles 4 from 4 after a couple of early tries for Jed Cartwright. Then Aidan Caesar sliced his way through. A very determined Hull FC side in a huddle as they make their way into the dressing room. Wigan Warriors with plenty of work to do at the break. Wigan 0, Hull FC 20.
The game, and we were able to win that 16 points to 10 last Thursday. When they complete and keep hold of the ball, they've got some smart footballers out there.
They have indeed. Just awaiting the referees. Had a communication issue. That's resolved. We're about to get back underway. Well, we mentioned it in the first half about Wigan needing to score next. It's absolutely essential they score next. If Hull were to get the next points, it's how many Hull win by, not whether they win.
Yeah.
We saw last night at Headingley. Leeds piled on plenty of points against Salford. We're back underway. Here goes Mago. Bit of intent, the words of Matty Peake ringing in his ears as he takes the first carry. And here now, forward come the Wigan Warriors. What will John Cartwright have said? Just more of the same? Keep doing what you're doing?
Absolutely, yeah. Just keep moving that ball, keep challenging them. Getting players like Caesar into the game more and more. I actually think that Cuss playing at 9 really helps John Cartwright's side. He's been solid. He will have wanted a decent performance against his old employers, and he's doing so.
Yeah, he's even when he went to 9 last week, he just offered a little bit. He just seemed to speed up. The Hull seemed a bit more go forward on the back of him. Last one here for Smith. Hoists it downfield. Barron is back. Will collect it. 15 out, catches it comfortably and brings it forward, and Hull have survived the first Wigan set.
Just going back to your point there about, you know, what John Cartwright may have said, I actually think that he'll have been really impressed with their defensive movements when they look stretched or beaten on the edges. The number of shirts that were coming underneath the ball to make sure that the Warriors didn't get any success was remarkable to watch.
There's Cartwright. What a first 40 minutes he enjoyed.
Yeah.
Here now is Charles, moves it on to Knight. Similar comment for him. Well, the game plan has been pretty simple. It's been very effective. Here is Eze. Runs into contact to just take the tackle. Last one, 5 over halfway. Cuss will find Charles, who will pick his spot, sends it high. Field underneath it, or is he? No, it's Wade, catches it. And Wade will look to bring it forward. Got to hold on to it, and he does, up to the 20. Look, ball in hand, he's fine. Just under the high kick, he's had a little bit of a torrid afternoon, and he's got to work his way through that. Wigan have got to find a way back. Otherwise, Hull KR will get the chance to go 4 points clear at the top. He's so topsy-turvy, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah. The last time the Warriors were down 20 points to 0 was in the 2020 Cup semi v Leeds, and they went on to lose that game 26-12.
Well, that's a scuffy play of the ball. It's an error from Mago. Mago not happy. Referees having none of it, and the first error, second half, comes the way of Wigan. Oh, they're going to challenge this, are they? No, it's a turnover. Thought for a moment they were going to ask the question.
There you go there, just losing the ball. Just tries to wind up and target Aiden Caesar. And when they get him down on the floor, he just can't play the ball correctly, and it's a mistake, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. Eze just having a early drink. Oh, Kuss was nearly caught unawares there. Nearly played the ball and Kuss wasn't watching. And even when they do make a mistake, Hull there coming up with the goods. Here now is Ashworth. Ashworth turned away. Kate Kuss waits again at dummy half. Short pass for Knight. Bumps off Leeming. Doesn't go too much further downfield. Ball now swings across to Caesar. Gets it away to Eze. He goes again. Tackled. 25 out. They're relishing the contact, this Hull FC pack. Here's Caesar again. Caesar gets it to Charles. Quick hands for Barron. Barron tries to run over the top of Smith. He did run over the top of him, but Wardle just about held him up. Wow, looked like he'd been stopped, Barron, and somehow he was inches away. Last one. Here's Charles. Finds Caesar. Marshall is on this wing. Will catch it. Put his foot. Did he get his foot over the line? He didn't. He'll have to play it, but at least Wigan have come up with it. And now a chance here to break out, and a chance for Kieran, who backs himself, brushes off one. Can't get past the third and fourth, but he's made a good 30 metres there. And Adam Kieran with a great run for the Warriors. Here comes Farrell. Farrell up to halfway.
Well, the Warriors needed that. A wonderful breakaway there from Adam Kieran, and they're not done yet.
Here's Smith, fires it wide to Wardle. Steps past one, ball back on the inside for Smith. Good tackling though, Hull, when they do get broken, are scrambling well. Real gutsy performance. Here now, the ball to Ellis. Again, maybe body's not in the right place, not in the right shape, Wigan at the moment. Last one, 30 out. Can they get a good kick away here? Smith will be the man. Sends it high. They're looking at Barron. Going to invite him into traffic here. Barron lost it. Knocked back. Play on. Need to find a pass. They don't find one in the end. I think the referee Liam Moore says it was a knock-on from Wigan.
Yeah, Hull FC survive. And again, I mentioned just moments ago about, you know, John Cartwright being really pleased with the scramble, and there was more evidence of it there. Wardle seemed to knock that ball forward. But even when they looked stretched on this far edge here with Adam Kieran, there was enough bodies there.
That's always a good sign, isn't it? When you get broken up, if you've got shirts in and around the ball, you've got a chance. There's been a lot to like about this from Hull this afternoon. I mentioned they're a little bit light on the bench, a couple of youngsters on the bench. They're going to have to potentially play a part at some point, but when you're leading by 20 points, make your interchanges a little bit easier. Here's Ashworth. Wins Asemba.
Again, standing in collision, not being put to the floor.
Here's Eze.
There's another pictures of it again there.
Yeah, that's two, isn't it, in a row? They've just stood and played the ball at their will. Here is Charles. Leeming tried to get some kick pressure on. Ball collected on the full. Finally a win defensively here for Wigan. Field, looking to get to an edge, but had to remember to hang on to it. Litton nearly ripped it out of his hand. And Hull just defend halfway. It would be interesting to Wigan try what it would do to the atmosphere in the stadium. It's been a little bit lethargic today. Leeming waits, gets it away to Ellis. Ellis finds Kieran, holds it up for Field, moves it on to Farrell. Farrell runs at Litton, who stands his ground, and with help from Caesar, who's been outstanding today, Caesar. Here's Leeming now. Leeming gets it away to Smith. Short pass to Havard. He's wrapped up 30 out last one, but at least Wigan are playing in the whole half a little bit more than they did in the first half. Here is Leeming. Last one. He's got to find a play. Hoists it high. Smith. Marshall after it. Martin underneath it. And Asemba's not that forward, I think. And Kieran doesn't even ground it. I think he realised it had gone out. And now he's kicked it dead. That's a 7-tackle restart.
That's another mistake there. Hardacre. There's a chance here. Ian Farrell straight back. Wonderful tackle there on Hardacre.
Must make tackle, and he did make it. Here is Barron. We're going to go in hunting, but they missed the tackle.
Yeah, but again, it's almost just false energy. Just trying to put a shot on, trying to solve the problem on your own. Six again. Yeah, we're in a hole again here.
Here's Fash. Tackled, but he's tackled over halfway. Ball down the hands of Caesar, gets it away to SASA. He's wrapped up, 40 out. It's the whole fans you can hear now. Old Faithful rings round the Brick Community Stadium. Here's Caesar, good hands, finds Hardacre, finds Litton. But Farrell happy just to make the tackle. Hardacre goes again. The line is fractured in front of him. He's just never seen this before from Wigan under Matt P. It's not happened, has it, a performance like this? And you get the feeling it's going to get worse here. Cuss now jumps out of dummy half. They're hanging by a thread here, Wigan. They are hanging by a thread. Last one, Knight finds Caesar. Caesar towards Wade. Wardle will get there. Wardle's going to be tackled in goal. That's going to be a goal line dropout.
An inch-perfect kick there from Caesar. It's a lethargic defence they're running at, Mark. Passive. And the kick is right on the money. Wardle takes it. He's got about 30 centimetres away before he's pressed over the line. They've got to get 6 more here.
Ten gone second half, 20 points to 0, Hull lead. Goal line dropout, reaches halfway. Hardacre catches it. Will bring it back, gives it to Big Herman. He cranks up, runs at Leeming and bounces him out of the way like a bowling ball would do a skittle.
Again, that must be the 5th or 6th time where SAS is just allowed to stand up, keep his energy, not be put to the floor. He plays big minutes. You have to make him work as hard as you possibly can.
Yeah. Here's Cuss, bit of a scruffy play of the ball, but play on. Here now is Charles. Charles nowhere to go, but nobody to tackle him either. He's going to have a dip himself. Tackled 15 out. Cuss, as he gets it away to Caesar. Short pass. Cartwright looking for the hat-trick. Turns and spins. Runs across. Still going Cartwright. Flicks it out the back. What a pickup that is from Charles. Charles tries to get away from field. And eventually he'll be wrapped up. 7 out from the line. Wigan back on their own line. Herman SASA wrapped up this time. But again, he stands in the tackle. There's not even any effort to put him to the ground. Last one.
There's another one coming here.
Hardacre dribbles a kick through. Smith collects it. Can he get back in the field? No, he can't. Hull smothering the life out of the champions here.
They're completely suffocating them here, Mark. And it doesn't really look a way out for the champions at the moment. That run from Cartwright, just able to scoot right the way across the field before anyone puts a glove on him. Gets an offload away. And then they kick through. And Smith, he just sees a wall of black and white. Nowhere to go. 6 more.
Yeah, Hardacre with a kick this time. Goes short, picked up by Fash. Hull come up with it. Wigan tried to get it back, and they failed. More pressure on the Cherry and White's line. Cust, here's Laidlaw into the action. He wrestles his way inside the 10.
Is this where they're going to land the killer blow?
Well, they've got body. If they go right through the hands, they've got an overlap, surely. Here's Caesar, he's seen that. Wardle rushes out on Rapinoe, makes his tackle. Wade helps him finish it off. They did well there, Wigan. There'll be more questions asked now. Here's Charles. Knight runs it in. Tackled 10 out. They're lining up here to the left. Plenty of black shirts. Short to SASA. Good tackle, December. Last one. Can Hull take a massive step to a big win here? Caesar floats it towards Wardle. Ball on the ground. Batted back. What's Leeming doing there? That was risky. Hill will collect it. He's on his own line. That is a huge risk from Cruz Leeming there.
Yeah, it sure was. Harvey Hill, though. Right place, right time. And Wade just trying to get on the outside and does.
Well, this is what he can do when he's got the ball in his hand. Good relieving run. Just what Wigan needed. Wigan have survived. They want a penalty. They're not getting one. Here's Smith. Here's Farrell. Farrell working the middle of the field. Well, they've had a couple of chances to put Wigan out of sight here, and they've not taken them. Here's Smith. Finds Jay Field. Finds Wardle. Can he find a bit of magic? No, he can't. Fifth tackle. Smith will send it high. Hardacre looks, leaves it, lets it bounce, and it bounced kindly for Martin, who will look to bring it back, and he'll run it back, gets a big shot in his ribs.
A decent set there from the champions when you think where Harvey Hill landed on that ball, a metre from his own end. Smith's kick, a clearing one. Herman SASA takes his first breather of the afternoon, 53 minutes in from the Hermanator.
Yeah, great step from him. Yusuf Aiden back into the action as well. Wigan were massive favourites here before a ball was kicked, but it's Hull FC. They were the massive favourites now. 26 remaining here. Cost fancies a run. Again, even the little men are standing in the tackle. Last one. Here is Caesar. Sends it downfield. Wade back pedals, catches it comfortably. And up to the 20.
Move, Yusuf! Hold here, come on, Brad. Hold, boys!
For the neutrals here, a Wigan try would make things interesting.
Move! Up and score now!
But at the moment, they don't look like scoring one. Here's Farrell. The loss of Eckersley early on has hampered them, I think, hasn't it?
Yeah, sure has. And obviously as well with no Bevan French. So often look to him and Field when they're in difficult periods.
Yeah, they do, but Hull FC will counter that. So there's no John Asiata, there's no Will Price. You know, they're missing big guns as well. Here's Smith. Smith gets it away to Field. Now they've finally got an overlap. Here's Wade, takes it. Wade down the line. Wade's got support on his inside. Wade might not need the support. He didn't pass it. He didn't need to. That's what he can do going the other way. And Christian Wade is 2 in 2 as a Super League player. And that might be the spark that brings the champions back to life. Finally, they execute. And finally, Wade is in. It's Wigan 4, Hull 20.
Well, there's no substitute in this game but raw pace. And Christian Wade, what a fantastic individual try that was. He had so much work to do, inside and outside. The ball movement through Cade Ellis to Smith, and then to Field, onto Wardle. The catch and pass there beats Rapiner. And just when you think he's blown it on the inside, does Hardacre's ankles and scores a fantastic try. And is that the moment where the touch paper has been lit? 24 minutes left. But this here, it's just a joy to watch, isn't it? Pure power, pure pace.
It's great to watch, isn't it, when you get an athlete going at full tilt like that. But finally the shape. Field and Wardle combining, and Wade in the right place
The catch
to finish
and pass.
it off.
Sorry, Mark, the catch and pass from Wardle. Straight out of the top draw. Sets him on his way. And just when you feel that all that weight of possession that Hull FC had, the champions defended it.
Yeah. Smith on kicking duties here. Flanks go up. 20 points to 6. Liam Marshall's getting some running repair. I think he might have split his chin. He's getting some work done on the near side. But this, well, this is more like the Wigan we used to see.
Yeah. See Harvey Barron there. Just tries to jump in and shut down Wardle, but his skill beats him on the outside. And then Wade, that's a wonderful try. 2-in-2 from him. Certainly the first half to forget. When you see that run that he did earlier, when he got on the outside of the FC pack, and then when he breaks away down that edge, that's what he's out there for.
Yeah, certainly is. Ball on the kicking tee then. So Hull, their defensive line has been breached. What have they got by way of a response? What have Wigan got? Time ticking away. We're approaching the hour mark here.
Move now!
Wigan now will be thinking, if we can get another one, then the nerves will start to fray. We mentioned that 22-6 half-time lead that Wigan had in the Cup. It didn't get them over the line there, did it?
Jed, come on.
What will it give for another try? Just to put them out of reach. Here's Junior Nasemba. Been largely marshalled pretty well by Hull's defence. Set restart, and now a penalty. Well, spoke too soon.
And Samba been pretty quiet this afternoon, but wins his side a 6 again, and then the penalty more decides. Now Smith will just boot this ball into the territory of the black and whites.
Jed, 10 metres, come on.
The penalty, 6 again, was given away.
Here is Smith, finds Dupree, who's back into the action.
Move.
Well, Wigan have taken the first step. Can Hull keep them from taking the second one? Here now is Kieran, short pass. Here now is Field running. Aiden did well, makes the tackle.
Jordan, Jed, back.
Leeming. Ellis takes on the line. That's a better carry from Wigan. All of a sudden, it's like they've remembered. But have they left it too late? Or are we in for a monster comeback? Kieran out the back to Smith. Wide for Marshall's dropped it. He's dropped it. Well, they created the opportunity, and Marshall puts it down.
Well, you're right, it's an opportunity. On first live call, I thought Martin would have had him.
Aiden.
Well, mind you, we've seen Marshall finish in the tightest of spaces. The dipping pass, he just can't take it in. Martin gets him. But an opportunity, a chance gone. As we're just about to enter the final quarter. And the clock is not the champion's friend at the moment.
No, it's not. Well, we mentioned a few absentees today. There's one of them, Bevan French, out for the foreseeable. Huge loss. And we're hoping to be back sooner rather than later. Some big games in the running for Wigan. As the ball works it. Oh, big Sean Barron. He slipped into that and he got hit hard. And fair play to him, he just gets up and gets on with it.
He just loses his footing. Ethan Howard clatters him.
Yeah, thankfully no damage done. Another big hit goes in here. Wigan are hunting now. Well, for 55 minutes, Wigan haven't really offered a great deal. But now they're hitting hard, and the fans are responding here. This is a big set for Hull. This is a big set for the black and whites. Not many metres gained here. This needs to be a good kick. Look at Leeming, like a sprinter, gets away. Hardacre just punts it anywhere he'll do. Bounces, Field catches it on the 40. Wigan looking now to attack. Again, Litton gets to Field. He's done well, Davy Litton, there.
Yeah, it all comes off the back of hard defence, and Jay Field's in a real spot of bother here.
Did he bang his head as he went down? This is what we've got coming up next weekend. Remember, split week. Wakefield Leeds Thursday night. Wigan against Catalans on Friday. And on Saturday, Hull against Huddersfield. Then, the week after, Salford Hull KR is the Thursday night game. Lee against Warrington. And Castleford go to St Helens on the Friday. So all these teams in the Super League are going to get a week off over the next 2 weeks. And some of them need it more than others.
Absolutely, yeah. A chance to either rest up or try and get better, whichever way a coach sees it. You know, sometimes the players are allowed to have a little break with their families, or some coaches, you know, they go, right, you're all in and we've got to work harder and harder. And, you know, which method is right, I don't know. I've been in both. I know what I'd rather have.
Yeah. Well, what's coming up then?
Some difficult games in there.
Liam.
Over the next 5 weeks.
He has been reviewed. He's banged his head on the floor.
Yeah.
That's all.
Catalans and Warrington, then Hull KR at home. That's a massive game.
I think they're going to have to do it without Jay Field as well, because his head hits the deck and he just looked gone straight away.
Yeah. Hull, Huddersfield and Salford, they'll fancy both of those, and a tough run against Leeds, Saints and Leeds, all the teams around them in the table. Well, Wigan lost Eckersley early. They're going to lose Jay Field here, you would feel. It's just not happening for Wigan right now. John Cartwright's done a really good job, hasn't he, with Hull? You know, I think a lot of people thought they'd struggle in year one. They heavily recruited. They've recruited some tough players, like Zach Hardacre. They brought in Aidan Caesar.
Yeah.
But the results early on, I think, have given them a springboard now where if they kick on, they could well be in the top 6 and well be in the mix for Old Trafford.
Well, look, I think it's all about perspective, isn't it? And for the black and white fans, season 2025 got off to a flyer, but where they were in 2024, I don't think the club's ever been, particularly in my time in Super League, ever been that rock bottom. But within that was opportunities for Martin, Litton, Barron, giving them game time in a very difficult period in their career. And it's paid dividends for them. You had a bit of quality in and around them, and you get a coach who's got standards and behaviours like John Cartwright has, and you see improvement in a team, no doubt about it.
He's as honest as they come, isn't he? He says it as it is. He's great when we speak to him after the games. Jay Field is... Well, I think the referee's saying here, you're going to have to go off the field. Just see what... He's either going to get green carded or he's going to have to be subbed off.
They look completely gone.
So he's going to have to go off either way here, Jay Field. Referee asking Wigan, are they going to sub him off or are they going to take him off for 2 minutes? They're green carding him, so he'll be off for 2 minutes. Well, the game has stopped, hasn't it? And he's not left the field, so
or an interchange.
He's green carded, but thankfully for him and Wigan, they're going to carry on. However, they're going to have to play for 2 minutes, a man down.
They look completely out.
Well, it is surprising that he hasn't had to leave the field, but the medics will have assessed what they need to assess.
Yeah.
And that was only the first tackle, of course. So Wigan here, despite being a player down, are in good field position. Here now is Harvey Hill. Off to Hull next year.
Move!
He's lost it.
The ball.
Well, a mistake. And time now is the enemy of Wigan. And Hull quite happy. Soak up the pressure, let the clock run down. Damage done in the first 40 minutes.
There have been a couple of mistakes from the Wigan forwards. Kurt Ellis in the first half, Mago, now Hill. Tackle 2 as well.
There's never a good time to get an injury, but that field injury was on the first tackle. They were starting inside the opponent's half, and it was all to play for.
There was a bit of momentum as well behind them. You just felt that it's just deflated it.
Yeah, they just had a big defensive set, and now Hull... Well, Hull have been in this territory all second half. One more score will do it for them regardless. Wigan won't have enough time to come back. 14 points the deficit. Here's Hardacre. He's been more involved second half, hasn't he? Ball, taking it forward, calming things down. Here now, the ball to Caesar. Bodies in motion. Cartwright's away again. He's got Charles with him. He gets it to Barron. Barron to win it for Hull. He slides over the line, but did he slide over the touchline? Referee's going to hand this one upstairs. There's a big decision. Barron thinks he scored, and the referee says he hasn't. Let's find out with the video referee.
So it's tackle 3, and with an on-field decision of no try. So still going towards the line. And then he's taken dead in goal. Thank you, that's all I need.
Wow. A champion bit of defence from a champion's Cartwright. If you paused it when he breaks through the line there, Kyle Amor, it's game, set and match, and somehow they've managed not to score.
It is, but I can't for the life of me think why Barron hasn't tried to dive over in the corner rather than slide in. He's going to have to get the crash mat out next week. Get him practicing that. That's a huge opportunity. Really is.
Cartwright sliced through like a knife through butter, but they couldn't put it away. And we said this at the start of the half. They've had chances, Hull, second half.
I just can't understand why he doesn't dive over in the corner.
Here now is Dupree up to halfway. Still going, Tyler Dupree. Patrick Mago back into the action. Harvey Hill. His arrow proved to be his last contribution, ball in hand. Here now, short pass, trying to get over the top of the Hull defence, but Cartwright is back defending. Here now is O'Neill. O'Neill, Wigan thought that Hull were offside there. Referee was having none of it.
You don't think Liam Knight's been off the field yet, Mark?
He's been outstanding, hasn't he? He's such a tough player, isn't he? Here's Havard, runs at Cartwright. Here now is Smith, hoists it high. Tester for Martin. Nasemba, did it go backwards? Well, Martin's come up with it, it won't matter. And that's a handover, and now the referee will say it was a knock-on from Junior Nasemba. Every stoppage in play just ekes another few seconds out of the clock. Look, Wigan need a point a minute if they're going to win this game. And Hull at the moment are handling things nicely enough.
Well, they're trying to use the sheer size of Nasemba as a kick threat. He's dropped a couple of them this afternoon.
Here's Rapana. Takes it in. 15 to go. Reminder that if Wigan don't win here, Hull KR top of the table by 2. They play later on in the south of France against the Dragons. Could be 4 clear end of tonight. Been a rough couple of weeks for Willie Peters' side. I'm sure they'll be keeping an eye on what's going on here. As Knight carries again. No nonsense from the forward. Ball now with Hardacre. Hardacre has a look. Wrestling his way over halfway. Eking out another few seconds. Again, he stands in a tackle and then loses it. He's going to be told to go back and play it, because the referee had already told him to go back and play it. Hardacre pushing. Well, Dupree needs to get out of the way here. It's his own time he's wasting. Zach Hardacre's old manning in here, isn't he?
He is. He is.
Don't you want to stand here and argue, well, the clock's running down?
Okay,
I'll talk
Zach.
to you all day. Referee finally stops it.
Okay, Zach. 5, leave it, Zach.
Now, as the ball moved
Give
back
10, boys,
by the
give 10.
youngster. Hutchinson, high kick. Gone backwards, try. Rapana wraps it up for Hull FC. Delight for those in black and white. Another Wade error. Another Hull try, and that's one error too many for the champions. It's been a good day for Hull FC. It's been a good day for Hull Kingston Rovers as well. It has been a nightmare for Christian Wade and the Wigan Warriors.
Oh, it sure has. It's another mistake from another kick.
Well, they are checking it on the video referee. Let's see what they've got to
on-field
say.
decision of the try. So it's from a kick, so we're looking at onside, offside. So we'll pause it on the boot of Charles here. So he kicks the ball there, and we know that there's chases to the left offside. We've got Knight and Caesar in front, but we know the four chases to the right are onside. So we'll play it through and look at involvement here. So we'll play it through. We know Knight's outside 10, and we know Caesar's no involvement there. The other chases are onside, so we'll just go into the catch. So then it is lost backwards by Wigan, and then we'll just look at the pick-up here from Rapana. It's picked up cleanly, so then we'll go through to the grounding. So we're going through to the grounding. We're really slow on this, really slow, still moving. And Jordan Rapana grounds the ball over the line. I've seen all I need.
It looked pretty clear. It was pretty clear. And Wigan undone again by their inability to grasp the high ball. And Jordan Rapana, right man in the right place at the right time, wraps up the spoils. Hull going back into the top 6.
Jordan Rapana collects his 3rd try of season 2025 off a 3rd mistake under the high ball from Christian Wade. And that is the killer blow. 24-6 with a kick to come. It's Charles this time who hoists the ball high. But look at the speed and movement there. I think it's Ashworth on that far edge that does enough. And pressure equals points one more time here for the Black and Whites this afternoon.
Kick to come then. And this for a 20-point lead. It felt briefly Wigan were back in the game, but they dropped it on the 2nd tackle. They couldn't regather the high kick. And Rapana is on hand to finish the job. 3rd try of the season for the veteran. Here's Jack Charles. He is 4 from 4. And this to keep that 100% record going. Charles to add another 2. The flags go up, the cheers go up. Hull lead again by 20.
You just feel that the home team kind of cast my mind back to where they put 2 defensive sets together, where they were trying to be physical, winning the contact, winning the collision. But that was about as good as it's got. So many times that they've just taken perhaps a little bit of a shortcut in this game.
Well, they're going to go short here, and they will go short. December trying to get there and bat it back. Ball's on the ground, picked up by Fash, and Hull get it back. And with 12 remaining, it's just a question of how many Hull will win by now. Martin will have to take the tackle. Hull, that damage done, those 2 Cartwright tries, and Caesar slicing through in the first half. 4 goals from the boot of Jack Charles, 20 points to 0 at the break. And whilst Wade did have a good moment to finish off a nice individual try, it's been errors that have been costly, and that one in the 2nd half has just put the final lid on things here. Here is Fash trying to weave his way forward. Thought about the offload, wrapped up. Will play the ball now. Hutchinson gets it away. Here's Jack Charles, head rock back, that's high.
Tyler Dupree. It's a lazy arm. Just as Charles was trying to take him on in behind the ruck, trying to make the big fella do double and triple efforts. Catches him high.
Wigan trudge back, more pressure coming on their line here. Can Hull finish in style? Caesar will knock it into touch over on the far side. Here come the Black and Whites again. I mentioned this win would lift Hull back into the top 6 at the expense of Wakefield, who they beat last week. Hutchinson waits, gets it away to Hardacre, finds Caesar, gets it away to Litton. Litton wrapped up eventually. Hutchinson waits, gets it away now. Ball now in the hands, taken forward by Yusuf Aiden. Loading up to the left, that's where they're going now with Caesar. Heze runs it in. Oh, this time they do get him to the ground. And he'll play it on the 5th. Caesar will be eyeing up that far touchline. No, Hutchinson's going to go for it himself, and it's not the worst place to turn it over. From the Black and White perspective, Wigan, 9.5 minutes remaining. The top two weeks ago looked done and dusted. Now Wigan are looking firmly over their shoulder. The pack have closed in.
They sure are. The Leopards and the Rhinos. They'll see a chance. The Leopards probably the form team at the moment.
They certainly are. That win, we mentioned, have beaten Wigan. I think Dupree's leg crumpled under him here. That looked a little bit. And the referee's going to give a penalty in the end, but it looked a little bit awkward how he fell in that tackle there, Tyler Dupree. So hope he's okay.
Looks like he's going to get up to his feet.
Yeah, that's awkward, isn't it?
It was the secondary part, wasn't it, as he was heading towards the ground.
Yeah. That looked nice, that one. He's still struggling to get up with play here. He's trying to play on, but an interesting tackle. Here's Mago. Runs it forward. As gets hold of him, but Mago wins a collision.
Well, look, I think John Cartwright for the last 8 minutes will be wanting to make sure that his team show good behaviour in terms of seeing it out as a scoreboard as it is.
Well, here's, Neil thought he got away from Hardacre. He says he wasn't tackled. Referee says he was.
So apart from a piece of individual brilliance from Wade, LFC haven't been stretched.
Well, they might be stretched here. That ball looked like it went forward. It's play on. Wade gets it, cuts back. He's going to be hit hard. He's like a rubber ball. He bounced away from a couple. Here's Wardle. Wardle now eyes up the line. Aiden gets in his way. Well, is there a consolation for Wigan? A set restart. Wardle didn't like that particular challenge, and they're losing their cool a bit here, Wigan. Leeming just about holds on, finds Ellis. Ellis finds Smith. Smith now ball over the top for Marshall. Takes this one in. You wonder that chance Marshall had when he dropped it. May not have got in anyway, but little things, little chances that have been and gone. Here is Leeming now. Kicks it away. Chance, short pass. Good line, Havard. Havard through, scores. Consolation, but it's a well-constructed try, and Ethan Havard, his first of the season, crashes through at the side of the post.
Yeah, I think it's big Jack Ashworth in the middle of the field. Just gets caught bouncing in. The Wigan player drives to the next hole, files him through, and Ethan Havard scores. But it's a consolation. Disappointment for John Cartwright. He'll be happy overall, make no mistake about it. But he'd really have wanted to see his side. And you see Jack Ashworth there. And Brad O'Neill drives to Charles, files Ethan Havard through. 26 points to 12 here.
Yeah, Harry Smith just adds the extras. 2 from 2 for him. But it is scant consolation.
Yeah, just keep your eyes here. Jack Ashworth makes a play. I think it's Dupree. Hits him in on suspicion off the ball. It would have been a penalty anyways. He's the big front rower. He's got to be able to double defend that and go help out on his next job. Because when Charles when O'Neill drives to Charles, the space opens up.
The referee's just had a word with him, actually, Jack Ashworth. It was a bit of a naughty one, that, wasn't it? But it was a try scored anyway.
It's one of those when you review it back. Look, Jack Ashworth's had a brilliant season this year, but if you're coaching him, you're almost saying it's just a bit lazy that, you know, you've got to be able to do the smart thing, double defend, get off and go help.
It's under 6 remaining here at the Brick Community Stadium. Smith underneath the kick, collects it, swings the ball over Kieran, and Dupree will be happy to collect it, and in the end as well to get up to the 10. That could have gone drastically wrong, couldn't it? Here goes Junior Nasemba. Being quiet. Hull have done a good job on him. Here's O'Neill, finds Mago. Mago runs at Hutchinson. Hutchinson clinging on, gets the leg of Mago, ball on the ground. Smith will collect it. Smith will get some more meters, needs a runner, finds Ellis, finds Farrell. Oh, they ran through the same hole. That was disappointing there. If Farrell, they got through that gap, there was half a chance. Wigan now, Ellis gets it away. Leeming, miss-up pass, finds Wardle. Wardle runs at Charles, but Ashworth is there to help him out. Couple left in the set. Here's Leeming, who's been busy. Ball in hand, gets it away to Smith. Smith now short pass December. They had numbers out the back, and then it's a poor effort, and Davy Litton's racing away here, and he's going to be dragged down, but that just sums up Wigan, doesn't it? They had numbers out the back, and they don't get the pass away.
He almost thought that Smith just wanted to throw that ball out the back of Nsemba, but the run-up that he had, it was just too tempting for him to let it go, and Nsemba wasn't ready. In the blink of an eye, Hardacre, he'll challenge this Wigan Warriors try line again.
Yeah, they fancy another one here, Hull, and Wigan look shot. Here now is Charles. Little step, goes it, digs in. Clattered 5 off the line. Wigan a tired, beaten side here. Hull looking to put some icing on the cake. Yusuf Aiden has a run, has a reach. He's got there. No, just short. Wow, couldn't have been any closer. Hutchinson gets it away to Hardacre. Little grubber kick through. Ashworth's there and he's grounded it. He's grounded it. Jack Ashworth celebrates. Is this the icing on the Hull FC cake? Referee's going to decide, but on the field it's a try.
Looking at onside, offside. Looking to confirm. He maintains possession all the way to the line, please.
So it's tackle 4, and we have an on-field decision of a try. So we'll pause it on the foot. So Hardacre kicks the ball through, and Ashworth has both feet behind the ball, so we can play it through here, and we'll just go in to the grounding. So going towards the line here, Ashworth, still going towards the line, got it in his hands. Just go back on that, still got it in his right hand, still got it in his right hand, and the ball's grounded. I've seen all I need.
Pretty straightforward decision. Zach Hardacre has had an instrumental role in this second half with a grubber kick and Jack Ashworth in the right spot to touch it down. Wigan beaten, and Hull FC going back into the Super League top 6 and doing it with relative ease this afternoon.
Yeah, it's been their best performance of the season for me. And Jack Ashworth collects his second try this season. A wonderful kick there from Hardacre, who I have to say, when they've put him back to full-back over the last couple of weeks, he certainly looks at home. But Ashworth, he's played in the front row, the back row, the centre. He forced the mistake under the high ball on Wade that led to Rapina's try, and he gets one there himself. He's been in fine form. Wigan, Mark, not just being beaten, they've been battered.
Yeah, they have. Beaten fair and square, no bones about that one. Charles looking to keep his 100% record going for the day. I mentioned a decent following here from Hull FC today, and have enjoyed their day out over in the northwest. Here is the kick from Charles. Hits the post and goes through, and it's your day, it's your day. 32 points to 12. And Hull lift themselves into the top 6. But they also open up the gap at the top. Hull care if they win in Catalans will go 4 clear this afternoon.
Yeah, it's a huge game now for Willie Peters' men. It was going to be anyways. They've had a torrid time down in the south of France, but they've got an opportunity, a carrot there, if he wants to sell that to his players. But let's take nothing away from the other team in the city, Hull FC, who have completely dismantled the Warriors here at home.
They have. They've gone short here, and Wigan, through Hardacre, have wrapped it up.
It's just, there've been some massive performances, Mark. You know, you look at Zach Hardacre, Liam Knight, Herman Essa, Aidan Caesar. It's been quality performances. And again, I can't remember a time I've watched the black and whites complete and respect the ball as high as what they've done this afternoon.
Old Faithful rings around the Brick Community Stadium. Been another big away day. They've had their troubles at home, the black and whites, but on their travels they have picked up some big wins, and this probably the biggest of the year so far.
It's bizarre, isn't it? It's a bizarre stat.
It is.
9 games on the road they've won, and only one last week against Wakefield. It's mental almost.
It is. Well, they're going to have to sort out that home form because they've got a lot of home games to come in the running. So they want to pick up some points at home. And they've got Huddersfield and Salford over the next couple of weeks. And Caesar will look to just arrow the kick downfield. Kieran back at fullback after Jay Field didn't return after that green card he got earlier on. Kieran now in the final knockings, gives it to Wade. I wonder what he'll make of his second performance in a Wigan shirt in the Super League. Did get a nice try, but did struggle under the high ball, and that will have been noted by everybody else in the Super League without a doubt.
Yeah, I was just going to say that that's the go-to play. It may be just an off day for him, but he has to be better than that if he's going to operate at this level.
Yeah. Here's Smith, last couple of seconds here. Smith throwing it around. Wigan won't die without a little bit of hope. They get it wide to Marshall. Marshall cuts back in. He swings it back to Cade Ellis. Ellis now thinks about the kick. He's thinking about a 40-20. He's going to hoof it downfield anyway. It'll come to rest inside the 20. Will Barron just knock it over the sideline? He will. That will do. A famous win for Hull FC here, who dominated pretty much from start to finish. Wigan blew a chance early on when Eckersley dropped the ball over the line. After that, one-way traffic. Jed Cartwright's double. Aidan Caesar just before the break. They led 20 points to 0 at the break. Wade gave Wigan the faintest of hope. But when then Wade dropped a high ball, Rappenar finished it off. Havard and Ashworth traded tries late on. But there was never really any doubt about the outcome here. Wigan have been beaten fair and square, and it's Hull FC. A big win for them. Not only the 2 points, but they're into the top 6.
Yeah, it could be a massive month if you think about last week's game and what's coming up as well. Hull FC, again, probably the performance of the season for me. And they've been exceptional here. 32 points at home to the champions is no easy feat.